We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Dear students, today our subject of discussion is discrete mathematics and the topic is graph theory. So what is graph theory and where it is used? Graph theory has a wide range of applications in many real-world problems like computer science, operation research, etc. Graph theory was born in 1736 with Euler's paper on Königsberg's bridge problem. Euler solved this problem by means of a graph theory. Now what is graph and how it can be defined? So a graph G is equal to V E phi, which consists of a non-empty set V, is called the set of nodes or points or vertices of a graph, and E is said to be the set of edges or lines or curves of a graph, and phi is a mapping from the set of edges E to a set of ordered or unordered pairs of elements of V. We assume throughout that both the sets V and E of a graph are finite. That means in set V and set E there are finite numbers of elements, finite numbers of vertices and edges. It would be convenient to write a graph G as either set of vertices edges, that is V, E, or it can be simply denoted as G. A graph may be represented by a diagram in which each vertex is represented by a point in a plane and each edge is represented by a straight line or curve joining the points. There are different types of graphs that are shown below. If G is equal to VE be a graph, then the number of vertices in G is denoted by mod V, that is cardinality of V, and the number of edges in G, it is denoted by cardinality of E. A vertex of a graph, it is also called as a node, a point, a junction, or a zero cell. An edge of a graph is also called as a line, a branch, a one shell, or an arc. Now what is adjacent or neighbor? If any pair of nodes which are connected by an edge in a graph is called adjacent nodes, or if set UV is an edge in a graph G, then the vertices U and V are said to be adjacent. So in a given graph, here the vertices A and B are connected through an edge. Therefore, these vertices A and B are said to be an adjacent vertices. But here the vertices A and the vertex D that are not connected by an direct edge. Therefore, here vertex A and D are said to be not adjacent vertices. For example, here in a given graph there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 vertices and 7 edges, and the edges are 1 2, 1 5, 2 5, 2 3, 5, 4, 3, 4 and 6, 4. And the neighborhood vertices of a vertex 4 are 3, 5 and 6. Now, what are directed and non-directed graphs? So, the non-directed graphs are, if G is equal to VE, be a graph. If the elements of E are unordered pair of vertices of G, then G is called a non-directed graph. And if the elements of E are ordered pair of vertices, then the graph G is called a directed graph. Here, the examples of non-directed graphs and directed graphs are given. The directed graphs are also called as digraph. In non-directed graph, the directions are not given, while in directed graph, the directions are given. Now, what is loop and multiple edges? So, an edge of a graph which joins a node to itself is called a loop or a sling. Here in a graph, the loop is denoted as, and there are multiple edges are also denoted in a given graph. Loop is also called as a sling, and loop which joins node to itself. While what are the parallel edges? So in some directed as well as undirected graph, we may have certain pair of nodes joined by more than one edges. Such edges are called parallel edges. Here in a given graph, there are two edges between vertex 1 and 2, and these both edges are in a same direction. Therefore, these two edges are called as parallel edges. Here at node 3, there is one loop that start and end at same vertex 3. If there are two edges between vertices 3 and 4, but if they both have opposite direction like this, then these two edges are not parallel edges because they have different directions, and these two edges are considered as different edges or distinct edges, but not the parallel edges. While between vertex 1 and 2, both the edges have same direction. Here both the edges have same direction. Therefore, these two edges are said to be multiple edges or multiple arc. Now, what is a simple graph and null graph? So, in a simple graph, there are no self loops or multiple edges. A graph in which no self loops or multiple edges is called a simple graph. Here there are two graphs are given. In first graph, the graph have multiple edges, that means two edges between a pair of vertices. So these are called as multiple edges, and there also a loop exists in a graph. So the first graph is not a simple graph. While in another graph, there are no multiple edges or self loop between vertices. Therefore, this second graph is called as a simple graph. Now, what is weighted graph? So, a graph G in which weights are assigned to every edge is called a weighted graph. Here, in given graph, between each and every vertices, the weights are given to the edges. For example, between vertices 0 and 1, the weight of an edge is 10. Between vertex 0 and 3, the edge has weights 2. Between 3 and 2, the edge has weights 6, and similar between vertex 1 and 3, the weight is 7. So we can consider different examples as a weighted graph. For example, a graph of city streets may be assigned weights according to the traffic density of each and every street. As another example, a graph representing a system of pipelines in which the weights are assigned indicate the amount of some commodity transferred through the pipe is an example of a weighted graph. Now, what is null graph? So, a graph G is equal to VE in which the set of edges E is empty is called a null graph. That means a graph in which only vertices are given and no edges exist between vertices. Then this graph is considered as a null graph. Here is an example of null graphs. Here in this graph there are 6 vertices, but no edges exist between any pair of vertices. So it is considered as null graph. Now what is isolated node? A vertex of degree 0 in a graph is called an isolated vertex. So in a given graph, V4 is an isolated node because it is not connected with any edges, therefore its degree is 0. So a vertex of degree 0, it is called as an isolated vertex. So here in this graph, V4 is an isolated vertex. An isolated vertex in a graph G has no edges incident with it. Every vertex in a null graph is an isolated vertex. In a null graph, every vertex is an isolated vertex because there is no edges incident with any vertex in a null graph. Now what is finite graph? So a graph G is equal to VE in which both vertex and edges are finite set is called a finite graph. That means vertex set and edges sets are finite, then the graph is called a finite graph. Pseudograph. A graph having loops but no multiple edges is called a pseudograph. In this graph, there are loops at each and every vertex, but there are no multiple edges. So if only loops are there but no multiple edges in a graph, then this graph is called as pseudograph. Now incidence and degree. Let G be a non-directed graph. An unordered pair UV is an edge incident to U and V. If G is a directed graph, an edge UV is said to be incident from U and to be incident to V. Now, what is in degree and out degree in a directed graph? So, in a directed graph G, the number of edges ending at vertex V of G is called the in degree of V. The in degree of a vertex V of G is denoted by in degree of vertex V. As an example, here in a given graph, the in degree of vertex v1 is 3. Here vertex v1 has in degree is 3 because the number of edges ending at vertex v1 is 3. Similarly, the number of edges ending at vertex v2 is 0, therefore its in degree is 0. v3 has in degree 1, v4 has in degree 1. Similarly, out degree, let G be a directed graph and V be a vertex of G. The out degree of V is the number of edges beginning at V. The out degree of vertex V in G is denoted by out degree of V. So in a figure, the edges beginning at vertex V1 is 2, therefore its out degree is 2. Out degree of V2 is also 2. Out degree of V3 is 1 and out degree of V4 is 0. Now what is total degree? So the total degree is the addition of in degree and out degree at each vertex. For example, here at vertex V1, in this graph at vertex V1, in degree of vertex V1 is 0 and out degree of vertex V1 is 2. Therefore, its total degree is in degree plus out degree. 0 plus 2 is equal to 2. Similarly, for vertex V2, the in degree of vertex V2 is 1 and its out degree is 2. Therefore, its total degree is in degree 1 plus out degree 2. Therefore, 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. The degree of vertex is the number of edges incident with a vertex V of a graph with self loops counted as twice is called the degree of the vertex V. Self loop is counted twice for the degree of vertex at any vertex V. The degree of vertex is sometimes referred to as its valency. Now, a vertex of odd degree is an odd vertex of G and that of even degree is called even vertex of G. So, in a given graph, the vertex V1 has degree 1, the vertex V2 has degree 3 because there are 3 edges incident to V2. The vertex V3 has degree 1 because there is only one edge incident to V3 and the vertex V4 has degree 1. Now, the pendant vertex, a vertex of a graph with degree 1 is called a pendant vertex or end vertex. In the graph shown in figure, the vertices V1 and V4 are pendant vertices. Here the vertex V1 and the vertex V4 which has degree 1, both have degree 1. The vertex V1 has degree 1 because it is incident to one edge. The vertex V4 also has degree 1 because it is also incident to one edge. Therefore, both the vertex V1 and V4 are called as pendant vertices. Trivial graph, a finite graph with one vertex and no edges is called a trivial graph. So here there is only one vertex A and no edges connected with this vertex A. So it is called as a trivial graph. Order of a graph. The number of vertices denoted by the cardinality of V and it is called as order of G. Thus, the cardinality of vertex set V of group G, graph G is the order of G. Now what is the size of a graph? If G is equal to VE is a finite graph, then the number of edges in G is called the size of G. That means the number of vertices in G is called order of G, and the number of edges in G is called a size of G, and it is denoted by cardinality of E. Here, in a given non-directed graph, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So there are 6 vertices. Therefore, cardinality of V is equal to 6, and that is our order of a graph. And here the number of edges are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So here the number of edges are 10, that is cardinality of E is equal to 10, and which is size of our given graph. Now what is subgraph of a given graph? So if G is equal to VE is a given graph, then the graph G dash is equal to V dash E dash is called a subgraph of a graph G if V dash is a subset of V, E dash is a subset of E, and each edge of G dash has the same end vertices as in G. It is denoted by G dash is a subset G. So here there is one graph G is given, and H1, H2 and H3 are their subgraph of a given graph G. Now the R regular graph. A graph G is said to be K regular graph or R regular graph if every vertex of G has degree K. For example, take it as K regular graph. For example, 0 regular graph. So here there is only one vertex in a graph and no edges connected to this one vertex. Therefore, it is a 0 regular graph. Now, in this one regular graph, there are each and every vertex has degree 1. Therefore, it is called as one regular graph. In this graph, in two regular graph, each and every vertex has degree 2. Here each and every vertex has degree 2 because there are two edges incident to each and every vertex. Therefore, it is called as 2 regular graph. And in 3 regular graph, each and every vertex has degree 3. That means in each and every vertex is connected with 3 edges. Therefore, it is called as 3 regular graph.